Alpha Company, all present and accounted for, sir.
All right, post. All right, can everybody hear me? I'll take that as a yes. All right, so welcome to the November ceremony. I'll be filling in for Major today. So we got quite the long list today, so we'll try to get through it pretty fast here. I guess let's jump right into it with the, let's call up Private J Nicholas and Private Agricola Post. About face. All right, these soldiers here are being awarded the Military Outstanding Volunteer Service Medal, the MOVSM, for donating $50 or more to our unit. So this helps us obviously a lot. Our donation goal has gone up by $50 this month. Sadly, we did not make it, but thanks to soldiers like Agricola and Nicholas, you know, they're helping pay for our servers. So we definitely need that money. Agricola here donated $100 this month. So attached is the V device, and Nicholas donated $50. Thank you. All right, about face. Fall in. Hooah. All right, we got a pretty long list here. So we got Major LaFasse, Frost, Second Lieutenant Frost, Warrant Officer 1 Cooper, Warrant Officer 1 McMahon, Officer Cadet Vandal, Sergeant Garcia, Sergeant Babel, Specialist Trull, Specialist Rue, Specialist Bird, Specialist Donnelly, Specialist Montana, Specialist Brighton, Specialist Ooh, Specialist Wolf, Specialist Sorgel, Specialist Crawford, Private First Class Kovic, Private First Class Winters, and Private First Class Williamson Post. Look at all these people. Awesome. About face. These soldiers here are being awarded the Good Conduct Medal. This is awarded every 3 months for good service. So, you know, you show up, you're here, you participate in events, you get a nice little medal for it, and you collect it every 3 months. So, about face. Fall back in.
Ooh.
Ooh. All right, get me Specialist McKenzie and Warrant Officer Dio Post.
Dio is not present. LT.
Copy. I don't see McKenzie either. So these soldiers are being awarded the Armed Forces Service Medal. So this is for every 6 months in a DMOS. Specialist McKenzie is a drill instructor for FIG, and Warrant Officer Dio is 6 months as an RMS. So, you know, this is the backbone of our unit, our DMOSs. If we don't have these, then half of the stuff on our website doesn't work. We don't have any training courses. So when you sign up for a DMOS, it's pretty crucial. It's also the one step to get into specialists. So thank you to these soldiers.
Ooh.
All right, next get me Sergeant Garcia and Corporal Marsh Post. About face. These soldiers here are being awarded the Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal. This is for 12 months on a deployment, so in our current
User joined your
operation.
channel.
And it's also usually awarded with the third ID patch, I believe, if I'm off the top of my head. But yeah, so if you're here for 1 year straight in an operation, get the nice little medal to show on your badge. So thank you to these soldiers.
Ooh.
Cool. About face. Fall back in.
User joined your
All right,
channel.
go ahead and get me Private Basque, Private Smirky, I think, Private Abrams, Private Nicholas, and Private Belinsky. Post. Yep, right here. All right, go ahead, about face. These soldiers here are being promoted to the grand rank of Private First Class. They've shown excellence in the first month that they've been here, and they're being promoted. So, thank you for your hard work, soldiers.
Cool.
Wow. Go ahead, about face. Go ahead, fall back in. All right, now we got a pretty long list here for this medal. So go ahead, get me Sergeant Lewis, Specialist Uwu, Specialist Donnelly, Specialist Montana. Oh yeah, okay. Private Basque, Private Nicholas, Specialist Wolf, and Specialist Sorjo Post. Sorry, there's 4 more. Private First Class Fernandez, Private First Class Perez, Private Belinsky, and Private Williamson also post. Awesome, about face. All right, so these soldiers are hereby being awarded the Army Achievement Medal. So usually you get this for strong leadership, and each comes with a little citations. So I'm gonna go ahead and read them, starting with Sergeant Lewis. So this is for his time serving as the readiness NCOs for the unit. Sergeant Lewis has more than earned this medal. Without his abilities, dedication to the position, and focus in the operations, our unit and missions would not be as enjoyable as they have been. His move back down to the line squads is a great move for him and the unit, but he will be missed in the position as he is currently serving in. Sergeant Lewis's expertise, knowledge, and dedication are in keeping with the highest traditions of the military and reflect great credit upon himself and Alpha Company within the 3rd Infantry Division. All right, now we'll move on to Specialist Owu. During patrol number 14, Specialist Owu took the SDM role and showed his skill level by providing support to the platoon on their move to Objective Anthill. Specialist Owu coordinated with OCS Vandal and 3CAB to properly identify targets and coordinate Army attack, aviation, and to eliminate enemy reinforcements from attacking the platoon multiple times. With his help, at least 3 T-72s were destroyed. His actions helped us to cover the flank and save lives. Specialist Owu's expertise, knowledge, and dedication are in keeping with the highest traditions of the military and reflect great credit upon himself and Alpha Company within the 3rd Infantry Division. Specialist Donnelly. For the month of October, Specialist Donnelly has shown a very capable 2IC. He's always ready to take lead when the squad leader is down or when needed. Without his work, Scorpions wouldn't be where we are. He consistently led the way in drills, operations, and administrative tasks that resulted in above average attendance, discipline, and skill for the squad in the past month. Specialist Donnelly's expertise, knowledge, and dedication are in keeping with the highest traditions of military and reflect great credit upon himself and Alpha Company within the 3rd Infantry Division. Specialist Montana. During Operation Sky Dragon, Specialist Montana often took over the role of team lead when his own team leader stepped up into the squad leader position. His skills and attentiveness were exceptional in continuing the mission for the squad, to continue the mission without missing a step. At one point, Specialist Montana directed the team to lay down accurate fire while allowing the rest of the squad to move and disengage from enemy contact. This led the squad to being able to recover and reorganize to follow on objectives and ultimately accomplish the mission. Specialist Montana's expertise, knowledge, and dedication are in keeping with the highest tradition of military and reflect great credit upon himself and Alpha Company within the 3rd Infantry Division. Again, Montana, you have 2 awards for this one, this time awarded with a C device for his heroism and skill while serving as an automatic rifleman of Scorpion Squad during Operation Blue Giant Mission Hammer Face. Montana swung a bat and knocked the Russian forces down a notch while engaging in combat during Mission Hammer Face. Having gunned down an enemy team while pulling security, he ensured the safety of his fellow squad, while also
User joined your
dealing with a
channel.
mass casualty incident. His actions show great credit upon himself, his squad, and the 3rd Infantry Division. Private Basque, for his actions during Operation Sky Dragon. Private Basque was isolated from the squad due to enemy armor advancing on the position. Under his own directive, Private Basque maneuvered himself under fire from the T-72 through a hostile city to reunite with his fire team and give medical to much-needed team members. Without his skill and determination, the squad would never have been able to effectively coordinate or recover from the armor counterattack and continue the mission. Private Basque's expertise, knowledge, and dedication are in keeping with the highest tradition of military and reflect great credit upon himself and Alpha Company within the 3rd Infantry Division. I think I'm just going to skip the last part for that because they're on every single award, but just imagine that last part that I keep reading on all of them. Private Nicholas, for actions during the month of October as CLS of the Bravo team, Private Nicholas helped the squad on numerous occasions, saving the squad and providing medical support when needed. Without his knowledge and focus in the position, Scorpions would have struggled to maintain effective combat power for operations and continue the mission. His actions directly influenced the squad and platoon's ability to be successful for the month of October. Specialist Wolf. In Mission Hammerface, Specialist Wolf showed great medical care not just for the squad, but for the platoon as well. All throughout the highly intense mission, he was not only medically treated 4th Squad, but asked permission and was granted to treat fellow soldiers from other squads who were in dire need of medical attention throughout the assault. Aside from providing great medical care for the whole platoon, he also tuned into PlatoonNet to let platoon leadership know of our situation when the squad leadership was down, and handled the situation on the battlefield until the squad leader and 2 IC were operationally capable. Specialist Wolf's, oh yeah, same thing. Specialist Sorgel. During Patrol 14, 4th Squad Phoenix was tasked to move in and clear the southern military structure, in which was believed to have multiple hostiles holding intelligence that could help our efforts within the region. Upon entering the compound, 4th Squad Phoenix was not only met with gunfire from inside the compound, but also the small neighboring houses where enemy forces were seen advancing from. During this engagement, Specialist Sorgel's fire team was tasked to enter and clear the compound, while the squad leader and the other fire team held off the enemy advance outside. In the course of this engagement, the squad leader became a casualty, and in the absence of the 2 IC, Specialist Sorgel, as 3 IC had to take over the whole squad by taking charge of the assaulting element and defending the and defending element while promptly sorting out a plan to recover the down squad leader. During this course of events, Private Sojourn led the squad to secure the enemy compound and also eliminated all advancing contacts outside, which led to the successful recovery of his squad leader. All right, now Private Fernandez. During Patrol 15, Private Fernandez, fire team leader, went down. While his team leader was down, Private Fernandez organized the rest of the team to move into cover while providing medical attention. He hopped onto the squad leadership radio frequency to let the squad leader know about the situation. Private First Class Fernandez also carried 2 other members of Alpha during this time to safety under heavy fire, disregarding his own life and acting so fast that Private First Class Fernandez saved Fireteam Alpha out of further harm's way. Private First Class Fernandez expertise. Yes, I'll be skipping that part. Private First Class Perez on Patrol 15, after the Alpha Fireteam leader went down to enemy contact, Private Perez, without hesitation, moved out of the striker to assist another member of Alpha who were hindered due to heavy fire. Private First Class Fernandez moved alongside another member of Alpha, covering fire with his weapon and moving members to safety to receive medical care. Private Perez's expertise, knowledge, and dedication are in keeping with the highest traditions of the military and the 3rd Infantry Division. Private Belinsky, awarded with a C device for his heroism and skill while serving as a rifleman of Ghost Squad during Operation Blue Giant, Mission Sky Dragon. Private Belinsky and a Ghost team leader rushed to the aid of Officer Cadet Vandal as he was knocked unconscious and briefly captured by Russian forces at Objective Thum. Private Belinsky and battle buddies' quick thinking and even quicker actions saved the life of Cadet Vandal that day. Private Williamson, also awarded with a C device for his heroism and skill while serving as a rifleman in Ghost Squad during Mission Sky Dragon. Private Williamson's quick actions saved the lives of many soldiers in his squad when he identified a Russian tank rolling up on his element's location. He quickly engaged with anti-tank rocket and eliminated the threat before any other friendly forces had a chance. His quick actions were so quick that the enemy didn't even get off a single shot. All right, that is all the awards. So, as you can see, these are awarded for great heroism and skill
User
in
joined your
game
channel.
and out of game, for your leadership and your combat abilities. So, good job to all these soldiers. Give a nice big hooah.
Hooah.
Hooah. All right, about face. Fall back in. All right, next up, get me Private First Class Perez, Private First Class Fernandez, and Private First Class Lancaster. Post. About face. These soldiers are hereby being promoted to the grade and rank of Specialist E4. So you are now in the E4 Mafia. To be able to get Specialist, you need to hold 2 months in the unit and also hold a DMOS. So like I was saying before, DMOSs are the backbone of our unit. That's why we make them a requirement to hold Specialist or higher. You need to help out in some way this unit, or we'll never be able to get anything done. So congrats to these soldiers, and thank you for all your hard work.
Hooah.
Hooah.
Hooah. All right, about face. Fall back in. All right, we got another small little list here. Get me Corporal Marsh, Specialist Nikeus, Sergeant Lewis, Sergeant Garcia, Warrant Officer Cooper, and Specialist Crawford. Post. All right, about face. These soldiers are being awarded the Army Commendation Medal, so the ARCOM, starting with Corporal Marsh with a V device for his heroism and skill while serving as a leader of Ghost Squad during Operation Blue Giant, Mission Sky Dragon. Corporal Marsh and a fellow Ghost soldier rushed to the aid of Cadet Vandal as he was knocked unconscious and briefly captured by Russian forces. Corporal Marsh and his battle buddies' quick thinking and even quicker actions saved the life of Vandal that day. Specialist Nikeus, for the month of October, Specialist Nikeus showed himself as a capable squad medic due to his actions. First Squad managed to go through situations that were almost impossible to survive. His skill and dedication to the position against great odds led to the success of the squad in every mission. Without his abilities, Scorpions would have been more of a hindrance than an asset for the platoon this week in and out. And Specialist Nikeus' expertise, knowledge, and dedication are keeping him with the highest traditions of the 3rd ID. Sergeant Lewis with a V device. During Mission Sky Dragon, Sergeant Lewis was attached to 1st Squad to assist. When the squad was engaged by Russian Special Forces, the squad leader, 2IC, 3IC, and almost every other squad member went down. Sergeant Lewis took the lead of 1st Squad, reorganized defense, and helped with medical work. Without him, 1st Squad would have become an obstacle for the platoon to address rather than an asset that they become under his leadership. Sergeant Lewis's expertise, knowledge,
User
and
left your
dedication
channel.
keep him with the highest standards of the 3rd ID. Sergeant Garcia, also with a V device. I recommend Sergeant Garcia for the ARCOM with a V device for his heroism in Operation Long Haul. During this operation, Sergeant Garcia, without his assistant medic, was able to manage and sustain the platoon through 6 total mass casualties. Without his skill in the position, Widowmakers would not have been able to continue the mission. Sergeant Garcia's expertise, knowledge, and dedication keep him with the highest standards of the 3rd ID. Warrant Officer Cooper, also with a V device. Warrant Officer Cooper went above and beyond in Operation Sky Dragon. When 1st Platoon Widowmakers were assaulting the main objective, Warrant Officer Cooper was supporting the Apache and holding a tank platoon and many more such as IFV and enemy infantry. Specialist Crawford in Operation Sky Dragon. Specialist Crawford was supporting 1st Platoon Widowmakers in the Apache. He destroyed an enemy camp, IFV, MBT, all around helping Widowmakers to move forward. So as you can see, the ARCOM is a step above the Army Achievement Medal, usually awarded for going above and beyond in a mission, and is usually awarded to squad leaders or higher. But occasionally we give them out to people who do very well. So congratulations to these soldiers. Let's give a big hooah.
User joined your channel.
Hooah.
Hooah. All right, go ahead. About face. Fall back in. All right, go ahead and get me Specialist Frost post. Go ahead, about face. Specialist Frost here is being promoted to the grade and rank of Corporal, E4. So usually to get promoted to Corporal, you need to hold a fire team leader position or above. And it just shows his great dedication to the unit and how long he's been here. For that, you've been promoted to Corporal. Congratulations.
Hooah.
Hooah. Go ahead and about face. Congratulations. Fall back in. All right, go ahead and get me Specialist Bird post. About face. Specialist Bird here is being awarded the Purple Heart. So for his actions during Operation Sky Dragon on Objective Thum, the Russian forces pushed the town of Krasny Seletsy. Yeah. This resulted in Scorpion suffering heavy casualties during the enemy assault, and the squad leader and 2SE went down with at least 40% of the squad. Specialist Bird took the lead in the squad and reorganized the defense, ordered squad medic and CLS to get the wounded soldiers and push more south to establish a CCP. Specialist Bird took the rest of the squad and provided cover for the medics and another squad so they could break contact. During this engagement, Specialist Bird was severely wounded, but made the decision to stay with the squad and protect the wounded from both squads from the enemy assault. Only after the platoon managed to break contact was Specialist Bird able to call for a medic. Specialist Bird's expertise, knowledge, and dedication are keeping with the highest traditions of the Third ID. So yeah, the Purple Heart is awarded for great actions in combat while being wounded. So let's give a big hoo-ah to Specialist Bird.
Ooh.
Hoo-ah. Congratulations. Bow face. Fall back in. All right, next up, get me J. Sear and A. Shocked post. All right, about face. These soldiers are being awarded the National Defense Service Medal. So this is for completing our military verification program. And for Private Shocked up here, this is for his service in the U.S. Army. And for Jay Sear, it's for his service in the U.S. Marines. So let's give a big hoo-ah to these guys.
Ooh.
All right. Go ahead, about face. Congratulations. Fall back in. All right, go ahead and get me Corporal Marsh post. Go ahead, above face. Corporal Marsh here is being promoted to the grade and rank of Sergeant E5 after completing his Sergeant promotion board. He passed, and here he is. This is, Sergeant is only for fire team leaders and above, and definitely for the position of squad leader that he's currently holding. So congratulations, Marsh, and let's give him a big round of applause.
Ooh.
Hooah. About face. Congratulations, Sergeant. Fall back in. Oh, man. All right, next up, get me Sergeant Ivanov, post. About face. Sergeant Ivanov here is being promoted to the grade and rank of Staff Sergeant, E6. So this is for showing great excellence as a squad leader. You need to be in for at least I can't remember off the top of my head, 2 months as a sergeant, and you have to show excellence and also pass the staff sergeant board. So, congratulations, staff sergeant. Welcome to E6. Hooah.
Good job, Ivanov!
Hooah.
Cool.
Go ahead, about face. Congrats. Fall back in. All right. Next up, get me Major LaFlash, who's not here. Specialist Bird, Specialist Kelso, Sergeant Lewis, Corporal Kaidan, and Specialist Montana. Post. About face. These soldiers are being awarded the Joint Service Achievement Medal, the JSAM. So this is for showing excellence in your DMOS. Starting with Major LaFlash. He is holding the position of Master Recruiter. Major LaFlash has been pushing the RRO members to do greater and better things and always leading the change on ensuring recruiting is on the top of everybody's mind. Specialist Bird, a recruiter. Since joining RRO, he has been trying the utmost hardest to get new members in and helping everyone that needs it. Specialist Kelso, also a recruiter. Specialist Kelso has been one of the members of RRO that has been pushing himself to recruit new members into the unit and has always been more than happy to help with new members. Sergeant Lewis, also a recruiter. As the NCOIC of RRO, Lewis has been nothing short of a good example to others in the RRO DMOS. He has gone above and beyond trying to help with NSOs and finding new members for the unit. He has also been available as much as he can, and when no one else is available, he will make time. Sergeant Lewis, again, second award for his time as an intelligence analyst. So for his work within S2 as an intel analyst, Sergeant Lewis created mission templates and actively organized and employed intelligence assets to ensure smooth mission flow. Under his leadership, Alpha Company saw a measurable improvement in operational performance. Corporal Kaidan, as a senior RMS, Corporal Kaidan is always making sure he completes his monthly quota of requests. Not only that, but he also supervises the work of his fellow RMSs, helping the NCOIC on double-checking requests and fixing errors. Kaidan's expertise and his good work grants him this medal. Specialist Montana, for his leadership as a FIG cadre member, since joining S3 as a range safety officer and currently serving as a drill instructor, Specialist Montana has served at numerous OSITs, taking charge of trainees and subordinates, and providing outstanding instruction. His work stands as an example of excellence in FIG. So once again, you know, the DMOS is the backbone of our unit. We really need you guys, so thank you for all your hard work. Hooah.
Hooah.
What?
Go ahead, about face. Congrats. Fall back in. All right, next up, get me Specialist Frost, post. Or, sorry, Corporal Frost now, post. About face. Specialist Frost here is being awarded the Joint Service Commendation Medal. So this is a one step up from the JSAM for showing great work in his DMOS. Specialist Frost has shown great willpower and skills while performing the task of a 12 Tango. Despite the fact that Specialist Frost is only a 12 Tango technical engineer and in theory only required to work on the website's infrastructure and nothing else, he yet again showed his skills and motivation by going above and beyond. Not only did the specialist keep the server up to date during a vital website update, keeping everyone updated on the downtime, and subsequent uptime of the website. But he also heard the cries of his fellow soldiers who have been begging the Lord and COE. Depends who you. Okay. Fucking hell, Cooper. Depends who you ask. Please fix the saving issue on our servers. A server issue that only affects Antistasi and Liberation and nothing else. And went on to not only ask for permission to get access to the website and server from the leadership within COE, but then also proceeded to spend night and day trying to fix the solution to the save game issue. The specialist is the poster child of what every soldier currently is in the DMOS and wants to be. Always going above and beyond what is actually needed of him and will never overstepping his boundaries. So congratulations, Corporal. Let's give him a big hooah.
Hooah.
Thank you for fixing the saving issue. About face. Fall back in. All right, next up, get me Warrant Officer Cooper, First Sergeant Brock, Sergeant Ivanov, Sergeant Garcia, Sergeant Babel, and Corporal Frost. Post.
Staff Sergeant.
Yes, Staff Sergeant Ivanov. All right, about face. These soldiers are being awarded the Humanitarian Service Medal. So this is awarded for getting 60 votes within 1 month on Clans List. So you can vote twice per day, once on your computer and once on your phone or any other computer with a different IP. So yeah, you can get 60 votes in 1 month. And for this, they're getting a nice little medal. Without these votes, we wouldn't have as many recruits in our unit. I think Clans List is our #1 source of new recruits, so it is very, very important that you guys are voting. And thank you for consistently getting 60 votes. I know it's impossible for me to even get over 40, so good job. Big hooah to these guys.
Hooah.
Squad lead.
About face. Congrats. Fall back in. All right, next up, get me Private Smith, Private Lancaster, Private Silva, or Specialist Lancaster now, Private Abrams, Private Hunter, Private Basque, Private Nicholas, Private Smiraki, Private Barnes, Private Merrill, Private Ling, and Private Belinsky. Post. All right, about face. That's my bad. I said it too early. These soldiers are being awarded the Combat Infantry Badge Stage 1. So as soon as you participate in one event during an operation, you get the Stage 1. This goes all the way up to Stage 3 or 4. And you can get it once per operation. So congrats to you guys and welcome to your first operation. Hooah.
Hooah.
All right, about face. Congrats. Fall back in. All right, go ahead and get me Warrant Officer Cooper. Post. About face. Cooper here is being awarded the Combat Action Badge Stage 1. So once again, it is just like the combat infantry badge, except it is awarded to pilots. So this is his first operation serving as a pilot. So congratulations.
What?
Hua.
Hua.
About face. Fall back in. Next up, get me Staff Sergeant Winters, Staff Sergeant, Sergeant Lewis, Staff Sergeant Ivanov, Sergeant Babel, Corporal Schneider, Corporal Kidon, Specialist Donnelly, and Corporal Frost. Post. All right, about face. These soldiers are being awarded a combat star for participating in an airborne jump. So once you go ahead and complete your land nav and then you complete your airborne school, you are qualified to jump out of, as Major always says, perfectly good airplanes. And then once you complete the mission, you are awarded your combat star. So hua, good job to these guys.
Hua.
Hua. About face. Fall back in. Next up, get me Cadet Vandal, Sergeant Garcia, and Sergeant Ayers. Post. All right, go ahead about face. These soldiers are being awarded their second combat star for jumping out of 2 good airplanes. So once again, same thing as the other one. Congrats and hua.
Hua.
All right, about face. Congrats. Fall back in. All right, next up, get me First Sergeant Brock. Post. Or I guess because he's recording. Yeah, so First Sergeant Brock is being awarded his 4th combat star. So once again, jumping out of 4 good airplanes and participating in 4 combat airborne missions. So congrats to the First Sergeant. Hua.
What?
Meow.
All right, before I move on to the last thing, let me see if I forgot anything. Awesome. I've been saving this one for last. So go ahead and get me Second Lieutenant Frost. Post.
Wait for this one.
Go ahead and about face. So Frost here originally joined the unit same time as me around 2015. You know, he's been in and out since then, so he's a long-standing member of the unit, and he loves it very much. So I know he's been wanting this for a long time.
User
and
joined
it's,
your channel.
my great honor to promote him to the grade and rank
User
of
left your
First
channel. User
Lieutenant.
joined your channel.
So, hua.
Hua.
That's my LT.
All right, about face. Congrats, LT.
Thank you, Second Lieutenant.
Fall back in. All right. And I should have said this at the beginning, but usually we welcome all the new members in our unit. So this month we're welcoming Jacob Brady, Devin Fernandez, Kevin Ling, Peter Colt, John Merrill, Samuel Merrill, Smugs Lee, Griffin York, Toby Hunter,
User left your
and
channel. User joined your
Joshua Bristol.
channel.
Welcome to the unit, guys. Ooh.
Ooh.
All right. And to go ahead and end off the ceremony here, we're going to do our closing notes. So coming up, we have our best squad competition. So the sign-ups are open for those. You know, you guys can get your teams together and participate to determine who the best squad is. We also have our new platoon FO, Forward Observer, which is going to be Corporal Frost. So congrats to him. Over the month, we've also been trying to do some website upgrades. So we may be doing more of those soon. We'll see, and you might expect the website to stop working for a couple days. And finally, we have our upcoming FIG training courses. So next up, if you want those combat stars, there's an airborne school coming up on November 19th at 11 a.m. Eastern, 1100. And then on the 3rd of December at 17:30, we have our advanced radio communications course. So if you want to learn how to communicate better on the radio, then go ahead and sign up for that. Also, Sergeant Garcia says there is a medical training coming up next week on the 12th of November, and it'll be for all squad medics and CLSs. So you can probably follow up with him about that. And yeah, that's about it for our ceremony. Let's go ahead, Cadet Vandal, post. All right, go ahead and take charge of your platoon.
All right, Widowmakers, go ahead and disconnect. Congratulations on all the awards. Congratulations on all the new positions, new ranks. We'll meet back up in roughly about 30 to 45 minutes to start the op.
Hooah.